Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to work on a simple and yet very effective video. So if you are new to AI, if you are new to ChatGPT and OpenAI, then this video is for you. As you have seen the title, we don't want to waste any more time. We just want to kickstart this video. But before we do that, if you are new to my channel, if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do. It's a simple thing that you just have to hit that subscribe button. Now let's take a look at what we have to build in this video first. Alright, so now let's run our application. So our application has been started on port 8080 and the mapping here we have is API and then OpenAI. Now coming to Postman, we have to send a post request here. We have the URL here mentioned. Now let's ask a simple question here. So it will take some time and then it will give you the answer. So here it says that the name Prashant is of Indian origin, obviously, and is commonly used in Hindu culture. It is derived from the Sanskrit word Prashanta, which means calm, peaceful and serene, and that you know already. The name often symbolizes tranquility, composure, and so you see a good response from here, right? And the question is also not that easy, I would say, but it grabbed the answer which I would like. So I think it's working fine and as expected. So this is what we have to build in this video. So now let's work on the code. So first thing first is that we need to generate OpenAI API key. That is a must. So click on this link. And remember, you have to log in, and when you do log in, you need to create new secret API key. So this is optional, so you can provide that. So I'm going to go with Spring Boot AI, and this is default project, permission all. You need to keep that and then create secret key. So once you create that, you will get this number which you need to copy and keep it with you because we are going to require this in our application. Now the next step is that you need to go to Spring Initializer. So once you open your Spring Initializer, we have to keep it as Maven, language Java, Spring Boot, whatever comes there by default, and artifact key I am giving it as Spring Boot AI and keeping it as Java 17. Then we need Spring Web dependency, we need OpenAI. So OpenAI is this one that you need to use. I think I chose the wrong one. OpenAI, this. Alright, so Spring AI support for ChatGPT and DALL-E, the image generation model from OpenAI. Alright, now what we need is we need to generate this project and we are good to go. So go to downloads and we are done. Now let's open Eclipse. Alright, so let's import the project file, import existing Maven project, next, browse. So it's in downloads, Spring AI, open, finish. So let's open pom.xml quickly. Alright, so what do we have is we have this Spring AI OpenAI Spring Boot starter dependency, which is for your ChatGPT, and then we have this web to get the response and basically interact with the ChatGPT. So as we can see here, we have Spring AI retry and Spring AI dependencies here, as you can see. So we are good with the POM. I don't see why I see this error, but I think Eclipse does that sometimes, so we can ignore this. Alright, so now moving to application.properties. So here we need to provide the API key that we just copied. So this is my API key. It's a huge number for sure. Okay, now let's save this. We are going to require this. Now first step is completed, that we have configured the API key. Now we want to use it in a way that it is going to give us the answer of a particular question. So let's create a service class. We should be creating a service interface first, but let's go with class so that we can finish this as quickly as possible and give you guys the introduction. So this is going to be OpenAI service. Let's annotate this with service. Alright, now we are going to use alright, so we have auto-wired this because we are going to require this. Now if you're wondering what is this chat model, so this is basically an interface in Spring AI, where basically if you have to interact with any LLM model, in that case you need to use chat model. So this interface abstracts different AI powered chat model like ChatGPT or maybe your Azure AI. So this is basically an interaction technique, like how do you interact with the different LLM models. You need to use this. Now we will have a method get result. So this is going to provide the result of the question or the prompt that you have inserted to the chat model. So new prompt template, and here we will provide the question, then we will create it. So this is our prompt basically. Now if you're wondering about this, this is related to Spring AI and it is used to generate prompt dynamically using prompt template. And prompt template is a class which allows you to create templated prompts, meaning you can pass dynamic inputs instead of hard coding the text. Alright, so here the question is your string which serves as the base prompt. Now we need to get the response. So we are going to use the chat model here, then we are going to call the prompt and get this response. Alright, now we have the response with us. Now if response not equals to null and end response dot get results dot is empty. If it is not empty, then we are going to return, otherwise no response received. Alright, now here in this case we are simply going to do response dot get results dot get 0 dot get output and lastly content. Alright, save this. So now we have the logic with us. Now we just have to use it to basically provide the question and get the response back. So let's quickly create a controller class. And let's annotate this with controller, or let's annotate this with REST controller. So what we want is we want OpenAI service instance here, and let's auto wire this. Now we need a method. So public void. So this is not going to return anything, and here we will say get answer, and here we are going to call the OpenAI service method get result, and let's get it into a variable. And let's do sysout answer. Alright, so we should not be doing this in controller. Let's copy this and save this. Coming to main class. So first I want to test if this logic works or not, so that's why I'm doing this. Alright, now let's run this. Alright, so started Spring Boot application and insufficient quota. So I'm using a different account for the API key now. Let's see if that will work. Alright, stop this, run this again. Alright, so I got the response. I don't have real-time capabilities to provide the current date and time. However, Banaras is in the IST zone, which is you can calculate the current time there based on a time zone or whatever that is. Alright, so we are getting a response back. So it seems that there is a time limit. Like when you sign up to OpenAI, basically you are limited to few days or few weeks maybe, where you can use this freely. Afterwards you need to pay. So that is one thing. Now we are getting the response back, so let's revert all the changes from here. Alright, so stop this application, save this. So this was the default class, so we are going with that. Now I'm going to go with a postman request basically, so that's why I'm going with the REST controller here. So this is going to return me a string, and I need a pocho class as well. So first let's annotate this with post mapping, and this is going to be question, and let's create the question class here. Let's do model, and this is just going to return message. And coming back to OpenAI service, this is going to return. So let's go with JSON and JSON. So I'll go with a JSON question here as in JSON prompt, and I'll expect a JSON response back. So let's create another class. Let's create a record here. Alright, same goes for this one. So here let's do new, something like this, and let's do answer here. Similarly we have to do here. Alright, save this. So this is going to be answer here. Let's import this. And changing it to question now. Alright, now we are good. Let's save this and let's run this. Alright, now let's open Postman. Alright, so let's create a post API. So this is going to be, alright, so I missed one thing here. In the post mapping I don't have any URL, so we will update that, but for now let's go with this. So this is going to be raw JSON, and here what we are expecting questions. So who will win against Batman and Superman. Send. Okay, so we got an error. Prompt template. Alright, so the reason that this is coming is because the question is null here in this one. So this is coming as null. That is why it is not able to create the prompt, but that's okay. Let's add the base mapping here. Request mapping API open API like this, and this is going to be request body. Right, stop this. Now let's try again, and now let's see, we got 404 now, which is not found because we are hitting the wrong API. Okay, that's okay. So now let's do API OpenAI, and again we got 404. Why? Open, okay, we did open API instead of OpenAI. Okay, my bad. Okay, now we got 500 again. Okay, so as you can see here, this is the problem, that the question is coming as null. That is why we have this problem. So let's fix this and then we will proceed ahead. Okay, so I see my mistake here. So as you can see here, I have imported the wrong request body, which is why I'm not making it work. So okay, let me remove this and update it. So this has to be this one. Alright, now we are good with it. So this has to be web bind annotation request body. Now let's run this again in debug mode. Okay, so we have question, and here we have question, this. Let's send this and let's see. Okay, so now we got the question, right? So F8 and waiting for the response. Okay, so the outcome of a battle between, so we got the response, right? So now let's do few more things. Let's see if it is going to do that or not. So let's say write a simple code to check if the number is even or odd using Python, and let's wait for it. So we got the code, just that we didn't got it in the right format, so you can even use it to beautify. So as you can see here, we got if number divided by 2 equals 0, then return even, else return odd, right? So it's working fine. Alright, now let's do one more for the final check. Give me a joke. So it takes some time for sure. Why don't skeletons fight with each other? Because they don't have the guts. Alright, it was good. Okay, so I think so it seems we are able to make it work. So it's simple as that. We didn't do much here. So we have a question answer class with us, nothing there as much. We have a controller class with simple method. We have a AI service here. Alright, so we didn't do much. It's very simple anyone can do it. Just remember that you need to sign up with the new account. If you are already using an account with ChatGPT or OpenAI, the API will not work if you are using it for a longer duration of time. Alright, so this is it for this video. I really hope that you loved the content that I have shown here. If you did, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. So now I will see you in some another video. Till then, stay happy, keep learning, and bye bye.